straight days, man. 3 straight days. I'm banging the pot, banging the pan, because 3 straight days of that good content that you can't get anywhere else. More to the game. You thought I couldn't do it, but I did it. I'm bringing it to you here today. All new, fresh content. Oh, you gotta love it. Oh, you gotta love it. More to the game. I'm back again, another episode. And today I was thinking, how am I gonna do it? How am I gonna get a third episode out in 3 days? What is there to talk about? But then I got a phone call. Got a phone call from a partner of my agent. Shout out Thomas. Shout out Ole Miss. Shout out One Motorsports. Shout out Drew Kelso. Shout out to the gang, because y'all made it happen, man. I didn't know what I was going to say today, but I wanted to say something. But now I got something to say. We talking about NIL again. But this time we going to relate it to the pros. The normal process is to go from high school and AAU to college to pros. But now we got NIL. So you're really going from high school and AAU straight to the pros if you're getting paid in college, if you think about it. And the marketplace, how it is right now, is completely different in the States with college basketball versus overseas. So today we're going to break down the difficulties this new generation of hoopers is going to face in terms of going from college to overseas. Yeah, so I was chilling in my bed, laying down, resting, only one practice today. I was just watching film with my next opponent. I got a call from Thomas. Thomas was talking about what he saw on my story when I posted the vid from last pod, and he was talking about, it made him think about the NIL and how him and the guys were just talking about what people are making NIL money-wise in college, and agency, they're into that as well. So we started talking about the numbers, and he was telling me the outrageous numbers dudes are getting nowadays in college. We talking almost $1 million, 2-3/4 of $1 million getting thrown out there. And I tell you right now, you can't expect that overseas. Don't even think about expecting that your first contract overseas, especially if you're not like a EuroLeague guy. Like, that's already hard to get as a rookie anyway to make it to the EuroLeague. But as an entry-level job as a rookie overseas, man, you ain't finna see nothing close to that. I'll tell you that right now. I seen a guy, a fellow pro overseas hooper, YouTuber, Trey Dressel, talk about in his video what to expect when you starting out overseas, what you can make. And he's a higher level in terms of the money that he's made than me. Like, he's playing for a European competition team. They play Champions League, so that's on a higher level. And he said that he started out making, I want to say, around, was it $1,200 or $1,500 a month, which is sounds about right. As a rookie, expected somewhere between, I would say, anywhere between $800 to $3K at the max as a rookie. I want to say 3-4, but around that 2K level, 1 to 2K, 1 to 2.5K level as a rookie, that's normal per month. But it was just crazy to think about when you talk about a guy that's at one of the high levels now, Champions League, getting money, and comparing that still to what some dudes are making in college that probably won't play Champions League, or will not start out at Champions League. So, for example, we were talking about a guy that was making $750,000, I want to say, a season off NIL money in college, and that's just crazy to think about, because you're not finna see that in your first year overseas. You're just not. But if he makes it, to the NBA, that's different. I don't really know how good the player is. He's supposed to be like he's a Power 5 conference player, so I don't know if he's got an NBA shot. G League is also another option, but he's just not gonna see that money overseas. But that made me start thinking about a lot of dudes that play college are gonna be messed up for the NIL in terms of how they think about the overseas expectations. First of all, like, the lifestyle you're living in college is not gonna be the same as overseas. I don't care how nice a place you go to, going from America to Europe or South America or Asia, whatever. It's just not gonna be the same living lifestyle. Not gonna be the same languages, not gonna have the same culture. It's just gonna be different. And also with that, now you gotta understand the money that you're making may not be the same if you're making one of those, top earners. Like dudes in college are making a lot of money now. And if you're going to play basketball after college, after university, how you want to call it, you're going to have to really love it because you're probably going to be taking a step backwards in terms of money. If you're making all them bands, I'm going to tell you right now, you got to work your way up, grind your way up because that money ain't coming that easy in Europe. It's just not. Now, if you're one of those highly touted prospects, top guys, and you're not going to the NBA or G League, then you probably will have a better chance of making that high level money and be able to get there a little bit quicker. But still, it's just not going to be the same expectations you can have for it. Another thing we talked about too is that a lot of guys, in the transfer portal, the transfer portal is crazy now. It's real crazy. It's wild, wild west out there. A lot of guys are transferring up for that bag. Like I said last episode, they're transferring up. And you get in the bag for the next year, 2, 3, how many years you got left for eligibility, you get in a bag. You get a good bag. However, that bag might cost you in the long run because if you transfer up and you go from maybe averaging double digits, 14, 15 points, something crazy at your mid-major, low-major school, you go to a high major and you a role player and you may be averaging 3, 4, 5 points a game, then that's going to hurt your resume coming out, because obviously overseas agents and coaches, they understand that it's different levels of college basketball in the States. They're not just some dummies like, oh, it's college, so everybody is on the same grading scale. No, they know that bigger conferences are, expected to have the better players or the more athletic and talented players, and you're not just going to grade them the same as you would someone playing in a lower level or D2 or NAIA. So that is true, but still, the buzz behind your name, the development of your game is going to be different. If you go to a bigger school, a better money situation, but playing time, usage, you're going down. You're not developing your game. You're not getting up the same stats. And you probably aren't, enjoying the game as much as you was when you had your own team or you're one of the guys on your own team. But once again, it's not a one-size-fits-all situation. A lot of people go and transfer up and still kill it, and they have great careers. But for those guys that end up transferring up for their bag, that decision might hurt you because sometimes the numbers get muddled and people just rather, look at someone else's film that has, just better tape. A guy that's averaging 15 over here probably got better film. It looks better. They got the tape. They still got the high major games on there. They going up against your school when they drop 20 in your school versus you having 5 points in the game, So it's tough. So that's just something that hoopers got to look at, college athletes got to look at if they want to play overseas, that short-term bag might hamper you down the road in terms of the film and resume that you come out of college with. And it's going to give you a jaded look at what type of money you expect to make as a rookie, coming out from college. But yeah, man, I ain't going to say too much else, man. It's been 3 straight days. I can't keep talking. I'm going to lose my voice. I gotta keep this one a little bit shorter, man. I've been giving y'all good content, so y'all got to bear with me. 3 straight days of content, I think that's pretty good. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. All my hoopers, tap in, man. Comment, hit me up. If y'all got some stories to share about these similar situations, let me know. My DM's always open. Just tap in. Let's talk, chop it up, share. Whatever you can do to help the channel, let's just grow, man. That's all I'm trying to do. Grow.